This is a Nekko Media podcast.
What's your pleasure, sir?
Holy shit! Is anyone still hungover from your lovely Valentine's Day? Oh, Jeremy, my dreamboat. I get into detail about our date last night, but it'd be too explicit even for this platform. I'm your host, Annika P, clocking in still drunk. The dudes, Mox and Ono, wanted to do a post-Valentine's Day Cinebite, listing off their favorite chick flicks. A sappy love story with a happy ending everyone would agree with. Or romance worth gushing over. Here's my 6. Let's see, Scream, Sleepaway Camp, I say Pet Cemetery, that little makeout sesh at the end, Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday, Big Trouble in Little China, The Girl with the Green Eyes, and of course, Return of the Living Dead 3. Now hear the dudes list off their cringeworthy flicks of shit. The Ceno6.
The box. We came. Now you must come with us. Taste our pleasures.
Alright, welcome to this special Cinebite. Hope everyone had a wonderful Valentine's Day. We're going to be talking about our favorite,
our top six.
Top 6 chick flicks.
Which I guess would be, connotates our favorite. Yeah, so top 6 chick flicks.
Yeah.
Chick flicks.
So what's a chick flick?
Yeah. You looked it up on the internet and it said films marketed towards women?
Yes, a generic slang, term for romantic movies geared at female audience.
Yeah, for me, these would be films that I like, but are a little bit ashamed about, and that I would never defend in, like, a group of people, especially a group of dudes.
Yeah, a sort of a sappy romantic film.
Popcorn kind of movies.
Yeah.
Popcorn movies, that some of them have a heart, but a lot of them lack, full-blown substance.
Yeah, it's geared towards a sappy story.
Yeah,
sappy
date night, story. Eating ice cream, feel-good movies because you got dumped or cheated on or someone murdered someone. You think chick flicks could help with that? And post-murder blues? Is that a thing?
Yeah, it'll put a smile to your face, sure.
Yeah.
So, before we get started, if you hear this, our picks are different.
And if you hear this, it means our picks were the same.
Alright, top 6 chick flicks, go! Okay, number 6, I have A Walk to Remember.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's all Mandy Moore. And this movie actually came out at the same time as, around the same time, the one with Chris Klein.
Oh, Here on Earth?
Yeah.
Piece of shit.
It was like the exact same story. For the reason why Mandy Moore didn't want to date anyone was because she knew it wasn't going to last.
Right, because she was dying. But yeah, back to Chris Klein. I always remember him from American Pie. Bumblebee, Bumblebee, Bumblebee. Suck me beautiful. If that's not a sticker or a shirt, it should be.
Oh, man.
Hashtag, yeah.
A Walk to Remember, they had that one scene where we're two places at once.
Oh, that was kind of dope. I felt so like sappy being like, I was like, oh man, that's actually pretty good. I never would have thought of that.
But he's in Nikita.
Shane West.
Yeah, Shane West was, I like this character. I mean, he was like a kind of like a nobody, kind of teen angst, like just rebellious.
Yeah, mad for no reason.
Yeah, and then but the whole event, like he turned out.
Didn't he get into medical school?
Yeah, he got into med school at the end. So
at like
good for him.
Like a Ivy med school or like fucking maritime school of medicine.
God. I think any med school is good school though. At least I mean, like if you can get in, good for you. But yeah, that's my number 6.
Well, it's on my list too, so I'll touch more on it later. I feel like it deserves a little bit more, reasons why. Like, if you're a dude listening to this podcast and, expecting to hear horror and Star Wars and what the fuck is this? Explain me why you like this movie.
There's that scene where Mandy Moore sings.
Only Hope.
Yeah, and like that kind of summarizes like the entire movie, and Shane West was like in awe of that.
I like how too. First, she's like, "Okay, we can hang out, and I can tutor you or whatever, or we can practice for the play, but you gotta promise not to fall in love with me." And he's like, "Yeah, okay, easiest promise ever."
Oh my god! All right.
Okay, so for number 6, I have Must Love Dogs. I guess Match.com, that kind of shit, internet dating for older people and whatever, was new around when this came out. And they're like middle-aged people trying to make a love connection. He is an intense dude who builds boats by hand, made in the old ways, and he uses wood, not fiberglass. She is some chick who sings David Cassidy songs with her family, and she has a cute young sister. Anyway, she got cheated on, I guess? Is that what happened? Or divorced for some reason?
I don't know. I didn't see this movie. Must Love Dogs.
What? Oh my god, guy. Well, yeah, it's a dope movie. Diane Lane and John Cusack.
All right, number 5, I got About Time.
This is actually the list it belongs on, that
Yeah,
film, because
yeah.
I know from earlier we were talking about romance films, and it appeared there, and I was like, what the fuck?
This one was I mean, I love Rachel McAdams, and this was like following up The Time Traveler's Wife, which I also loved.
Another bury your face in the sand movie.
This one, it has Domhnall Gleeson. He was also in
Ex Machina
and Star Wars.
and The Revenant.
Yeah, but this one was kind of too sad. It's kind of a cliche ending because with Domhnall, his character Tim, well, in this one he has the ability. His family's bloodline, his father and his grandfather, are able to travel back in time. They don't like change history or anything, but rather moments in their life. And he uses it to kind of meet up with Rachel McAdams, and they do end up, falling in love.
Is it the butterfly effect, but with a love story?
I wouldn't even say butterfly effect. Because one part I didn't get was he comes back and he has like a different child. He has a son rather than, I think, a daughter, and then he goes back to change it back, and it kind of gets deep with the time traveling, but basically they're just saying live life to the fullest, as if each day were your last.
Oh, new message. No one's heard that before.
All right.
Not tried at all.
But Rachel McAdams.
But you like that movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was slamming.
She's always slamming, man. Even when she's trying to do drama. For number 5, I got 10 Things I Hate About You. The Shakespearean adaptation placed in a shitty high school called Padua. Starring the Joker. Singing, "You're just too good to be true." What the fuck the name of the song is?
Can't Take My Eyes Off.
Can't Take My Eyes Off. Well, that was the next line here.
Originally done by Engelbert Humperdinck, and later revised and upgraded
By the Fugees.
Lauryn
Hill.
All right, number 4.
4?
I have 16 Candles
Oh, good one.
with
I don't know that I'd be... Well, yeah, maybe I would be embarrassed to defend this film in a group. Yeah.
Molly Ringwald. I mean, it's one of my more favorite ones of the John Hughes movies. I mean, they're all lovable. 16 Candles, it's actually really good because then she gets her birthday wish, right? But I mean, her birthday is 16. It was overshadowed by, I think, her sister's wedding.
I don't really remember 16 Candles that much. I like Pretty in Pink better just because it has that song by OMD or something like that at the end. The If You Leave.
Jake Michael Shuffling. He was like the dude's dude.
Oh, was he the dreamboat or whatever that
He was the
she
dreamboat.
wanted to be with?
Yeah.
Stupid ginger.
Dreamboat. Anyway, number 4.
Numero, what is that, 4? I have music and lyrics.
I liked how Jack Black kind of explained, like they were in the video store and they were talking about music.
Are you sure we're talking about the same one?
Is that music and lyrics? Jack Black is in that one?
No, you're thinking about the trading vacation home thing.
Oh.
The Holiday. That was a good one. He's talking about Enrico Morricone.
What is music and lyrics?
Hugh Grant and Drew Barrymore. He's like a faded pop star and he needs a lyricist to help him get his new song.
Oh, okay.
No, you gotta see it, dude. he was in a 80s band that's like aha-ish.
Oh.
It's like, pop goes my heart, something, something, and you torn it apart. Anyway, but yeah, dope movie. Drew Barrymore plays like, I think she's there to water the plants, and then all of a sudden, she like starts helping him write lyrics and shit, and like find his true voice as an artist or whatever. It's dope. It's catchy tunes, and it's Hugh Grant in romantic comedy and Drew Barrymore. You can't really beat those two.
No, you can't. No. Yeah, that's an interesting combo. I mean, you think Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler or Hugh Grant with Sandra Bullock or something.
Yeah, I actually like 2 weeks notice. 2 weeks notice.
All right, number 3, I have My Best Friend's Wedding.
Oh.
Wishing and hoping and dreaming and planning.
I feel like I knew that wishing part, but the rest of the part, you lost me. Wishing. Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
Is it like an old school, like what, 50s?
I don't know if it's like an old song or if it was. I don't know it, but that's how they opened the movie.
I like that movie because Julia Roberts plays such a fucking bitch in this movie. All she wants to do is ruin her best friend's marriage to Cameron Diaz. Just all of a sudden she loves him, and he's been like in love with her for the longest time, and she's just being a bitch right now. Total bitch.
I liked it because it's not even a musical, but they do break out into song, like with Rupert Everett and Dermot
Mulroney.
Yeah. And Rupert Everett.
Hey, he was in Must Love Dogs.
Oh, okay. But yeah, this one I liked because because of the music and Julia Roberts' character. I mean, it's a young I would say young Cameron Diaz, like her earlier work too, and like
post The Mask.
Yeah, I mean it's weird because then I feel like you don't dislike Julia Roberts, but like you're not supposed to support her because what she's doing is
pretty evil.
Yeah, like as a friend, she shouldn't be doing this.
Well, I guess maybe a lot of women can identify with her cause. Like, you want your best friend to always be, your male best friend to always be available and beholden to you, even at the cost of his happiness.
Right.
Oh, selfish.
But if
friend zone motherfuckers.
You swap the gender, right? And it's the guy chasing after the girl. And the girl is always going to say, no, I can't.
Oh, there was a movie like that with fucking McDreamy. And then the Scottish guy later from Grey's Anatomy wanted to marry,
Michelle.
Is that Michelle Monaghan?
Yeah. Was that the one in Pixels?
Yeah. She was like a colonel or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Eagle Eye.
I don't remember that piece of shit. DJ Caruso, though.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I forget the name of that movie. But something about my best friend, and he all of a sudden realizes, he wants to sabotage her. Actually, that was the dude's version of My Best Friend's Wedding.
All right.
Number 3.
Number 3.
I have A Walk to Remember, a little higher on my list. Yeah. Goddamn Nicholas Sparks. The reason I really feel that I like this movie a lot is because it's cool, but also when it was suggested, I was like, fuck that. Fucking bullshit. At that time, too, Mandy Moore was not an established actress. And yeah, like Ono referenced earlier, that 2 places at one time deal, her bucket list. It was sad, but at the end, it was a little bit of, what's it called when you're like happy, sad, same time?
Content. I don't know.
No, it's like mixed emotion. Like, if you're listening and you know the word, just fucking hashtag it and go like idiot. I'll think of it later. But yeah, Walk to Remember. Kind of good music, for the times. What was that, 1999, 2001, 2002? But yeah, Walk to Remember, it's good romance, especially being a fucking Nicholas Spark piece of shit.
Jesus.
Yep.
Number 2.
Number 2.
I have, it's actually one of my favorite movies, Father of the Bride.
Oh, I wouldn't consider this a chick flick. Like, I defend this movie. What, the original or the Steve Martin one? Oh, yeah. Well, all of them are dope, but...
I really like this one because...
The first one or the second one was like Makai
Both of them I like.
Yeah, both were great, right?
Yeah.
Like, why is there no Father of the Bride Part 3?
I think that would be like, well, like it'd have to be.
That daughter's trying to get on Nashville and fuck shit
Yeah.
up. Well, then she got murked. Ha!
Spoiler.
Kimberly something.
Banks, right? Annie Banks.
Yeah.
But if they were to make a third
Yeah.
one, it would have to be like her daughter getting married. That could because then they have her daughter and then her sister
Right.
are like the same age.
It could be both of the daughters getting married, right?
That'd be too much.
Only thing, the husband that she was marrying is such a weak sauce dude.
Kevin Banks,
No, the one that Annie's marrying.
Annie Banks, Mackenzie. Isn't this Kevin?
Yeah, he's such a weak sauce dude. Like, if it were a good dude, there'd be two father of the brides. Steve Martin being the old ass father of his new daughter getting married, and then Mackenzie being the father of his daughter trying to get married.
Kevin. Why is it Kevin? It's Kevin Mackenzie, right?
Yeah, Mackenzie, I guess. I don't know, but he's weak sauce.
Brian Mackenzie. Sorry.
Kevin, Brian.
I love the BD Wong.
Yeah, B.D. Wong is the best.
I'm his assistant, Howard. No.
We need
It's
this swan.
250 ahead.
Even, what's his name, actually managed to be funny in this movie.
Who?
Is it Martin Short? Is that his name? Martin
He was
Short?
hilarious. Yeah, it's Frank.
Hello, it's wrong. Yeah,
Frank.
wrong.
I'll have the chipper
Mr. Bonks.
chicken.
Mr. Bonks.
Yeah. But yeah, because Steve Martin being he's the cheapest guy in the world, but they're so they're
The hot dog scene.
I got 8 hot dogs and I don't want 12 buns. I want 8 buns. I'm taking out these 4.
I feel like if they threw some F words in there, it would have played great, like in Planes, Trains, Automobile. I want 6 fucking hot dogs for my 6 fucking buns right fucking now.
But yeah, that was I really like that movie, and it deserved
That's
that.
a classic,
sequel.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. I mean, I guess you think it's marketed at women primarily?
I would think so. I mean, it's more like a rom-com than it is a chick flick.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
It's a good date movie, I would think. Because you got
Definitely.
both sides.
Well, date movie if you're dating and want to give her thoughts of having kids.
Like, oh, we're not gonna tie the knot yet. Sorry.
I mean, yeah, if you watch this movie with a girl that you're dating, I mean, it's kind of mixed messages if you're not intending to, like, sire offspring with her, then you're just a dick.
Oh.
Unless she's dragging you to that, then, well, I mean, if you accept, then you're basically saying that you're ready to do this.
All right.
But yeah, what is it, mine? What, number 2? Mine is Pretty Woman. Do you just not like that movie, or have you also never seen this one?
I've never seen it in its entirety.
Then you haven't seen it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it then. No, never. Just
Even
heard
for
that
the
song.
dope-ass soundtrack?
Yeah, just that one song. Just that one song.
It's like, leave a whisper. I think these are the words. On my pillow.
I really liked how
Leave the wallet.
Arrested Development, they
by
parodied
the
that scene.
sky. Really? Arrested Development, not the band, the show.
The show, yeah. They parodied.
Which scene? The one he pulls up in the limo?
No, when I guess Richard Gere is showing her jewelry and he kind of closes
Everybody
it on her.
parodies that. Yeah, and she
Yeah.
does that big horse teeth laugh smile.
Yeah. So they kind of did that.
I like the one where they're like on Rodeo Drive and the bitch is trying to toss her attitude. And then Richard Gere pulls in with like the black card and is like, yeah, whatever she wants or whatever's. And then they're like all trying to kiss her ass and shit.
Oh.
Vivian, that's her name, right? Vivian. Vivian does not sound like the name of a hooker, even if it is a high class hooker.
Oh. Okay.
But yeah, the movie's dope.
I'll have to watch it.
I like what he does too for a living. He buys companies and he dismantles them because a lot of companies are poorly mismanaged into the fact where they are worth more compartmentalized than they are as a whole.
And that's what he does. He breaks them down.
He breaks them down. He does hostile takeovers, which is you buy up 51% of a publicly traded company, and from there you get to decide what to do with the company. You can break it down, sell off its assets, sell off different divisions of the company, and make a bundle of money. I mean, a lot of people lose their jobs, but that's their problem. And he mostly does that because he was raised by a father who was a cunt to him.
Oh, wow.
And the first company that he took apart was his father's. But through his relationship with I think her name's Vivian. I could be wrong. Like I was saying Dwayne in fucking Night Flyer, but it helps him kind of fill that void. And at the end, he does not destroy this shipping yard company that he wanted to take apart and dismantle and trash. He wants to build and create, and I feel that's what he does do with the hooker after that, after he marries her. And they probably have a bunch of kids and have happiness.
Okay. Ooh.
So before we get into our number ones,
Honorable mentions. All right.
you first.
First one, Mannequin on the Move.
On the move. I was gonna say on the run.
I know. I thought it was on the run, but it's on the move.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is on the
Oh,
move.
because I guess mannequins move is a thing. Like enough for them to move. They don't gotta be like booking ass.
Yeah. Nothing's gonna stop us.
That was from the first, wasn't it?
No, I think
The Starship?
No, they play that at the ending of this one.
Is that not from the first though?
No, it's the one with Christy Swanson.
But that's where the Jefferson Starship song was in. Are you sure it wasn't in the first one too?
It could have been in the first one. I don't remember.
And they
the
just
first
play
one.
it again as a theme.
Yeah.
I love this song. We can build this dream together, standing tall forever. Nothing's gonna stop us now. And if this, I'm still going, world from something around us, we'll still have each other.
I really like the cover from the starting line. They did this cover of this song.
Of this song?
Yeah.
This Nothing's Gonna Stop Us?
Yeah, so it's like kind of a pop punk song. It's really nice.
At a faster tempo.
Yeah, like they play it, I think, exactly, and then they kind of speed it up, afterwards. Number 2, Pretty in Pink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you leave.
What is it, Ducky?
Yeah, Ducky. That's what I
Like,
call my dog. Nekko.
Who do you think she should have ended up?
Not Ducky. He's a fucking ugh.
Oh, okay. All right, I guess other people would have thought otherwise, I guess. But
They probably they identify with Ducky. Sappy lame fucks.
I saw it in college for the first time. Number 3, Serendipity.
Okay, there we go.
I mean, it's chick flicky, but like I don't like how.
Actually, you turned me on to Serendipity. I think you were back from Oregon, and you're like, "Hey, there's this John Cusack movie, Serendipity." I didn't even know what serendipity meant at that point. I just thought it was like a name of a stripper.
But it's like they're both getting married, like John and Kate,
Mm-hmm.
right? To like their respective
people,
right? But like they were still, or John Cusack was still on the hunt.
Yeah, but
Like,
she
so-
obviously had something empty because she was married to a dude who played a sitar.
That's
They're
pretty
not real musicians.
fun.
Sitar.
Yeah, but like like in the back of his mind, it's like he's not really committed to this relationship. And if you go looking for it, that's different than.
And he was gonna marry who? Bridget Monahan, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Fuck, she's dope.
Yeah.
Oh, is she Celine dope? I don't know. It's maybe different. But I felt that Celine was really ridiculous in this movie. It's like, I'll just write my number on like this $5 bill or whatever randomly, and then if you get it again, then it means we're meant to be. Dummy, you make your fate.
Yeah. That's different.
I like that whole Cassiopeia thing though, with the constellations.
Oh, okay, right.
No, I totally forget the story of Cassiopeia, but I know it's relevant in this story. Okay, so I guess my
Honorable mentions.
I have Notting Hill. Have you seen that? It's like on Prime forever.
I saw that. I heard the soundtrack. Do cherish you.
Okay,
That's track one.
This
98
is not
Degrees.
this 98 Degrees.
Yeah, it's track
Oh
one.
God, that's I
Do
know that
Cherish You,
song.
yeah.
I do cheer. Oh, puke in my mouth.
That was like it was on repeat. That was the only song I listened to.
I did The Invisible Man, but I was going through a thing in high school. Anyway,
Number 2.
well, no, I'm still talking on Notting Hill. Hugh Grant is great. Also, too, Julie Roberts is pretty good too. You know, when she shows up after press conference, and then she's like, "I'm just a girl looking at a boy, asking him to love her." I'm like, that's true. I'll tell you what. I'll have my people call your people. Number 2, Ever After. Have you seen that? The revised Cinderella movie
Drew Barrymore.
with Drew Barrymore. Yeah, it was actually pretty good. I don't even own that movie though. That just happened to be on one of the fucking 6 movies that was on repeat that one summer. I had the Steeler cable box in '98.
Oh,
It ripped off the pay-per-view movies. So saw it a bunch of times. Love that movie. And the last, Serendipity, makes my honorable mention.
okay, yeah. I mean that's like a sappy. Like, I think that with those kinds of movies, you're giving the audience what they want. You want them to end up together, and then in the movie they do want to end up together, even though they're kind of like married. It's like
Love in the Time of Cholera.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, is a horrible book and a horrible movie, but I like what it's actually about. They put up the cholera flag, the two of them, on a boat so that they will be turned away at every harbor so that their love can remain intact.
really.
That's what the whole cholera thing is. They throw up a cholera flag. It was big in this, I don't want to say Mediterranean, European thing. Cholera. I don't know.
He actually mentions that book in High Fidelity too.
Does he?
Yeah, he goes that, and then he
Rob, whatever, top 5.
yeah. Okay, number ones.
Number ones.
I really love this movie. It's one of my favorite Natalie Portman movies.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if I would call this a chick flick, though.
Where the Heart Is?
Yeah.
No way. I mean, like
Yeah, I wouldn't call it a chick flick.
like the title.
I think it's a
itself,
legit romance movie, you know.
It could be, yeah, legit romance, but like I think it works.
Fucking, come on, Forney.
Oh my god,
He's like the bad guy in every other movie, but he's
I know.
like the perfect guy in this movie.
He is like the perfect guy.
Forney the librarian,
Yeah,
yo.
look, and he's so good with her daughter,
yeah.
America's Nation. Yes, right.
Oh.
And like, because then you know when they're driving, and she's like, "Can you feel that? That's where the heart is." And then, he writes the song. It's the beat of the heart, and then at the end, you know where her heart is. Snap! Oh, that's the best. And even though
revelating now.
she slept with him, and then she was rejecting him after. I'm like,
I know.
what's the matter with you,
Bitch.
girl? Oh my god.
She goes on the college campus. She's like a photographer who's legitimate now. And he's like looking for Forney, and he's hanging out with these co-eds.
Right, and he's like, it's okay, no.
He's like still in love with you, girl, big time.
And then like he's telling Americus like how chocolate milk is made and how whipped cream is made. Like if you feed a cow chocolate, you get chocolate milk.
Obviously.
And then if you spin a cow fast enough, you get whipped cream.
That's not how it's made?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what whipped cream is.
Yeah.
I love this movie too, and I didn't expect to, but it's so good. Even though there's a little bit of child molesting going on in this movie, it doesn't ruin the overall tone.
I like
Brownie.
Brownie.
The kind's little boy.
Oh, okay.
Hot ass, what's her name? Ashley Judd?
Yeah, and she like names all her kids after candies like Snickers, Kit Kat.
Oh, I missed that part. I just remember one is called Brownie.
Like one of her coworkers like, well, one of your kids, which one is it? And she's like naming candy.
Oh, yeah.
She was good in this movie too. I mean,
She was great.
this was like a sweet, like what do you call those movies? That's like it's not a big hitter, but it's like a silent hitter.
Kind of a cult? Would it be a cult thing? Because
Oh,
I
it is a
feel
cult.
it has a following, a big following.
Yeah, I mean, you got a hit song on there. It's like, oh,
What song? That
it's the
Texas song?
beat of the.
By the guy who gets his legs cut off, and then he's like Lieutenant Dan, but without the acting chops.
Damn. And
He's like rolling around in those fucking fingerless gloves.
then when he admits that he felt the heartbeat, and he was just scared at that moment. That's why he couldn't take it. There was no room in his heart
For that.
for that child. And Forney, and yeah, Forney, like he's like the
Yeah, I will
dude's
like
dude,
you
like,
know,
that's like a
like the
happily
strong
ever
silent
after.
dude. Yeah, like he should be rewarded. Like dudes like that should get the girl.
Yeah, like Forney. Oh my god.
Corny should get the girl. Hashtag.
He's getting a education now, so he's gonna get a master's in
In like
librarian.
awesomeography. Oh, he's in library science. Well, Forney, welcome to the new world. That doesn't exist.
No, there's actually like programs for librarians.
Yeah, no, that does exist, but the libraries don't exist.
They still do.
When's the last time you've been to the library?
Actually, like last term.
Like last term in college, so 10 years ago?
No, like last fall. That's still the place to go do research, man.
What?
Yeah, don't do it at home.
You don't want a computer?
Library. I love going to the library. That's like the
Probably
best
to
place.
hit on chicks and be like, oh, you read Love in the Time of Cholera too?
But yeah, that's my number one. Where the Heart Is. Go watch it.
Dope movie.
That is a Yo Watch CC.
Obvious, right?
Yeah.
Mine is Sweet Home Alabama. Now that I feel it's unmatched because you brought in a non-chick flicky movie, not adhering to the rules.
With Father and the Bride?
Well, yeah, now too. But Where the Heart Is, that's like a contender movie. We talking popcorn movies.
I can eat popcorn during this. It's got all the.
That's not what it means. You can eat popcorn in, a rapey horror movie.
This is a popcorn flick. Yes, it belongs on Hallmark.
Have you seen Sweet Home Alabama?
I've seen part of it.
So no.
I've seen the part where they're at like the carnival.
And then the song comes up, and that's like their jam.
Yeah, and then I think they go to the graveyard. I don't know who's at the graveyard though.
I think it could have been like a Civil War graveyard. They're Southerners. And reenactors. That's a dope one though. Actually, what's his name is in there? McDreamy.
Patrick Dempsey.
Yeah, he's who she's supposed to marry because she's now this like New York guy.
Oh, and then she runs into an old fling, or to get divorced, right?
Yeah. Josh Lucas. She got to go like get severed from the attachment. But a young Dakota Fanning played her when she was young, and she was with him. And I guess is his name Jake in that? I think his name is Jake in that movie. They're both very young and they're on the beach and it's like, I love you forever, I'm gonna marry you and all this kind of stuff, and then boom, lightning hits the sand and it makes glass. Because that's what happens when you heat up sand. And later on in life, he has this business that's booming. He makes these glass cups or some shit that's super awesome. And I think he named the company after her, or after why he fell in love with her. And anyway, she ends up with him, and it's awesome.
Sorry, Patrick. But
yeah, sorry, McDreamy. Go ruin your own movie.
Aw. All right. Well, that's our list of chick flicks.
Chick flicks.
You should go watch it with some chicks.
Yep.
Or just watch it by yourself, because these movies are the bomb.
Yeah. Both. I mean, with a chick is always cooler, unless you're gay, then with whatever significant other, or gay and lesbian. Do you need to separate the two, or can gay just apply both ways, you think?
It applies to both ways. I think that's a generalization.
But, like, you think a lesbian would take offense to calling her gay, or no?
Well, no, I don't think so. But, I mean, if you're more specific, but that's just, I don't know how the pronouns work, or the adjective nouns. Yeah. I mean, what is PC, right? But,
PC. Ruin everything.
Yeah. Chick flicks.
Top 6.
Yo Watch CC. This is a Nekko Media podcast.